Dear students, let us proceed further. Chapter Reproduction in Animals Part 2. Today we will discuss about female reproductive organs in human beings. A pair of ovaries, oviducts, also known as fallopian tubes, and the uterus. These are the female reproductive organs. Ovary produces female gametes called ova or eggs. In human beings, a single matured egg is released by one of the ovaries into the oviduct every month. Uterus is the part where development of the baby takes place. An egg is also a single cell. You know that the two ovaries are present in the abdominal cavity just below the kidneys in human female. The function of the ovaries is to make the female gametes called ova or eggs and also to secrete the female sex hormone called estrogen and progesterone. The oviducts are responsible for joining uterus to the ovary. Fallopian tubes or oviducts are thin and coiled muscular tubes with a funnel-shaped opening near the ovaries. The fertilization of egg or ovum takes place in the fallopian tube. Uterus or womb. The two fallopian tubes connect to a bag-like organ called uterus or womb. The growth and development of a fertilized egg, that is zygote, into a baby takes place in the uterus. Then there is vagina, the uterus opening into this wide muscular tube. The fertilization in human beings is the fusion of male gametes, that is sperm, with a female gamete, that is ova. Zygote is formed after fertilization. The process of releasing sperms into vagina is called ejaculation. The sperms are highly active and motile. They reach the fallopian tubes through the uterus. One of the sperm fuses with the ovum in the fallopian tube to form a zygote. After fertilization, a covering is formed around the fertilized egg which prevents other sperms from entering into it. There are two types of fertilization: internal fertilization and external fertilization. Internal fertilization in animals, when fertilization takes place inside the animal's body, it is called internal fertilization. It occurs in many animals including humans, cows, dogs and hens. The fertilization occurring inside the female body, and here the eggs are fertilized by sperms inside the female body to form zygote. In this process, the male animal releases its sperms into the female's body and the sperms move to the egg and fertilize it. It takes place in almost all the mammals, birds, reptiles and insects. This internal fertilization always occurs within the female body. The external fertilization. In this type of fertilization, the fusion of a male and a female gamete takes place outside the body of the animal's body. It is very common in aquatic animals like fish, frog, toads, starfish, etc. During spring and rainy season, frogs and toads move to the ponds or slow-flowing streams, and there the process of external fertilization takes place. Actually, the process of external fertilization in frogs is known as crooking, crooking, a type of false fertilization. In this, the female releases eggs in the stream, and at the same time motile sperms are released by a male frog, and it is just a by chance fertilization if the two male gametes and the female gametes fuse, then only a zygote is formed. Actually, Each sperm swims randomly in water with the help of its long tail, and the sperms come in contact with the eggs, and only this may lead to the process of fertilization. This external fertilization is just to ensure low population of the organism basically. When we talk about the life cycle of a frog, we know that frogs are amphibians. Generally, they live on both land as well as water. An adult female frog lays a large number of eggs in water, and after some time, if the eggs are released and get fertilized by the sperms of male frog, then they are fertilized, and these fertilized eggs after some time develops into fish-like larvae called tadpoles. These tadpoles grow larger as they feed on algae and bits of plant material. The tadpole grows hind limbs, and after the development of both pairs of limbs, the young frog may crawl to the land. The tail is resorbed. Resorbed means removal or gradual breakdown, and the frog continues to grow until it reaches its adult body size. This transformation of larva into adult through drastic changes is called metamorphosis, and this happens in fishes, and the external fertilization is also seen in starfish. In mosquitoes too, when the egg hatches, a worm-like larva comes out, and in about 2 weeks it changes into an adult mosquito. This is also metamorphosis. Butterflies and moths also pass through larva and pupa stages before the winged adult is born. Thanks for watching, dear students.